Daddy's not there to help you no more. Oh, whoa!
Boy, if you don't...
I couldn't even see me in the camera, but I was really getting boxy for real, you know. Y'all don't know about that. Y'all don't know about me like that yet. We gonna get there. Let's just get into this video, right? 3, 2, 1. What's going on, YouTube? It's your captain, the best captain, the only captain, Captain Io. And welcome to another round of wind down time. Let's wind down and relax and get scared a little bit. I doubt it though, because as you see, you know, as y'all can see, it's sunny out. Yeah. If you're watching this at night, I pray for you. I'm good though. Let me not sugarcoat it. Damn, that sun is in my face. Let's just get straight into it. Let's get straight into the first video. We got our favorite creator to start off with. Let me not even violate, because I do love the other creators, but I like, it's something about them. It makes me feel like I'm watching anime whenever I'm watching the stories. Their art style, I enjoy it. I'm sorry, I truly do. I really do enjoy it. So first up, we got Wansi Entertainment. This is called The Dark Figure True Horror Story Animated. 3 minutes, 48 seconds. Ain't too bad. Let's get to it.
It was a cold, rainy afternoon in Valencia City, Philippines, back in 2011 when I was sleeping in my bed with a high fever due to catching the flu. My mom was sleeping next to me in bed because she was taking care of me and made sure I took my meds on time.
Good.
As I was snuggling in my sheets, I slowly hear someone whispering in my ear from a distance.
What do you mean? Your mom is right there.
I opened my eyes with my heart beating so fast, and I was trying to move my body.
Okay.
But to no avail, I could not.
Sleep paralysis.
The whispers continued to echo from a distance, and I couldn't actually recognize the sound I was hearing.
You're done.
Like it was all just a bunch of random words. Just then, the whispers came even closer to my ears, and I was panicking so bad, thinking, what is going on?
You gotta breathe slowly.
Why can't I move? Why do I feel like there's someone standing at my feet?
Because there is.
I got a very weird tingly sensation run down my spine when I finally felt like something was actually whispering with its mouth an inch closer to my ear. I then remembered when I read about sleep paralysis on the internet.
There you
and
go.
How to break free from it by trying to move your toes.
What?
And I did it. I was praying and trying to move my toes at the same time,
it doesn't work.
hoping that I could break free from this nightmare. Luckily, I got out of it gasping some air and immediately woke up my mom and told her everything that happened. She got all worried and reassured me that everything's going to be fine because she won't leave me.
And it happens again.
I felt relieved and went back to sleep. 1 month had passed and I was watching some comedy movies in my room, and it was around 11 p.m. when I suddenly felt the urge to drink some water. The outside of my room is a second living room, and I need to head downstairs to grab a glass of cold water.
Nope.
Because that's where the fridge is located.
At what time?
As I got out of the room, I didn't bother to turn the lights on because the dim lights were turned on already, and it was enough for me to see.
You're dumb.
As I was about to step out of the room, I noticed something in front of me sitting on the couch.
It
was all dark and only its eyes were gleaming despite the dim situation of the living room. The eyes were looking straight at me and I froze for what felt like an eternity. I finally managed to take a step back at my room and shut the door.
Lock that
I forgot
joint.
to mention that both my mom and dad were with me in my room watching the movies as well.
I would have told them to let you pull up with me.
They stood up from their seats in shock because of the horror and emotion that I displayed on my face. I eventually moved on from that situation and forgot about it. Year 2016, when I graduated from college and went to Cebu City for my review and preparation for the upcoming board examination that year in November. I was living with a bunch of friends and classmates in a pretty decent house that we rented for the time being while we were having our review.
I'm praying it didn't follow you.
It was all fun until one afternoon while I was sleeping.
Sleep paralysis.
There was this familiar sensation that I felt that made my eyes to open widely. The same dark figure was standing right at the corner of the room. Only that time I could see it clearly, and it was trying to reach me with its long, pointy hands. Again, I couldn't make myself move. I closed my eyes and kept them shut for 5 minutes and prayed to God for that hellish creature to be gone.
I rebuke you. I rebuke you.
I still get some occasional sleep paralysis at times when I sleep in the afternoon. I am still scared even up to this day, but I somehow got used to it. All I can say is, even if you're scared to face your demons, you just have to stay tough and keep praying.
Yup.
God is always in control.
Yup. God is good all the time. God is good all the time. Story time. I like that. You saw how I kind of like put it in there. Anywho, now when I was a kid, right, I was having sleep paralysis almost every single cotton picking damn night. Like, sleep paralysis was whooping my ass. So I would look up, what's going on. A lot of times I go on Google and they'll say, oh, do we have Google back then? Did we have Google back then? I'm pretty sure we had Google back then. Anywho, I was doing my research. I was trying to figure out what the freak was going on. And a lot of things were telling me that, oh, there's a demon sitting on your chest or a demon trying to take control of you or whatever. I'm being honest with you, I believe that. I do. But I also look at the scientific, reasoning and try to figure out how can I escape this foolish realm. So at a certain point, it got so bad. And I don't know if you guys remember, I don't know if you watched the previous videos, how I was telling you that I would see like figures walk into my room. Well, most of the time it will be during sleep paralysis, and I would see these figures get closer during sleep paralysis to the point where they're literally looking over me as I'm laying in bed, and I will be looking them in the eye like, oh yeah, I'm done. I'm cooked. I'm fucked. So it got so bad that I would literally wake up crying my eyes out, like shivering, crying, feeling like I'm about to puke. Bad, like it's bad. Like the first heartbreak feeling, it was that bad. So my mom had her mom, because she came from Florida and she was living like in the area, like retirement home or whatever. She got her mom to come over and pray for me, right? She prayed for me the whole night, right? And mind you, I was sleeping on my back because that's what really triggered sleep paralysis. There's times where I was sleeping on my side and I would get it too, but once she prayed for me, sleep paralysis disappeared, right? It disappeared. Now, my grandma died, right? After she died, mind you, between those periods, I never had sleep paralysis. When my grandma died, sleep paralysis came back and hit me like a truck. That shit hit me so hard, and I wasn't seeing certain things, but I would feel something over me. Like I would feel an evil presence near me. So it's crazy because that happened and I was getting it so bad and I was freaking out. I never slept on my back. I still to this day do not sleep on my back anymore. That's the only time it triggers, right? So what happened is that when that happened, right, when after my grandma died and that situation happened, I started getting sleep paralysis. I was getting sleep paralysis even without me sleeping on my back, right? It was bad. And the girl that I had at the time, right, she realized this. Like, we were sleeping in the same crib, same place, and she realized that I was freaking out waking up. And she didn't know why. So eventually she asked the question, she popped the question. I told her what I was experiencing. Her mom then prays for me. Sleep paralysis ended. Right? It ended. So today, I still get it. Sorry. I still get it, but not as bad. Right? I still get it, but not as bad. Maybe it's because, we're no longer together. I don't know. But I still get it, but not as bad. If I sleep on my back, I'm always going to get it. If I sleep on my side or my stomach, I never get it anymore. So it's just my back now. It's just my back. But, yo, when I tell you those are one of the scariest moments of your life, if you experience sleep paralysis, it's wild. And then a lot of people do tell me as well, with sleep paralysis, they say that it's like you entering entering a state in your mind where you're able to travel outside spiritually. And a lot of people that there's some people that I know that says that they mastered it and they want sleep paralysis to happen because they're actually able to take their spiritual self and end up in a different part of the world. Do I believe them? That's for y'all to decide. I don't know. But anywho, damn, that dude was really going through it. For you to finally finish, like, get older, and for you to still experience that as you're older, that's true terror right there. That demon want that ass. That demon want that booty. I'm not gonna lie to you. That demon want it all, and he not gonna leave. He want it all. All right, next. So we got another favorite. Honestly, you guys are all my favorites. What am I saying? I'm delusional. I'm in Delulu land. I'm sorry, but we got Llama Arts and this is called the Horn-Headed Man, and it's sounding a lot of devilish antics right now. So yo, if y'all can pray for me, please do so. I'll pray for y'all too, because I'm seeing a lot of horns. I'm seeing a lot of foolishness that I don't like.
Moonlight peered through my window as I jolted awake.
Sleep
My
paralysis.
clamorous breaths disturbed the silence of my dark room. I had just come out of a frightful dream that had me thinking it was all too real.
It'd be like that.
With sweat on my brow, I sat up and grabbed my water from the nightstand and
This is the first pause of the day. My boy. What's that
sweat
tattoo?
on my brow, I sat up and
What? Moth? I hope that's not your mother's name. I hope that's not your girl's name. I hope maybe that's just an error. I hope the tattoo artist is fucked up, because what are we doing? What are we doing? Tell me. Tell me. Elaborate. Explain to me why you got this tattoo. And then explain to me why you haven't gotten it removed, or why you haven't, at least, someone could have at least tattooed over it or something, because that is terrible.
grabbed my water from the nightstand and took a sip from the now
Why you have
warmed
4
glass.
fingers? You have 4 fingers.
My hands shook as I recounted my nightmare of the horn-headed man. In my dream, I was walking through my neighborhood, the street lights flickering as I made my way down the uninhabited sidewalk.
You're done. Once it starts
Nothing
flickering,
threatening,
once it starts
just a walk
flickering,
through the midnight hours.
once it starts flickering, you're done.
A block down, I could see a figure in the distance, walking slowly towards me.
Turn around.
His steps seemed mismatched and labored. He passed a few houses looking straight ahead, neither looking left nor right.
Hell no.
His head was fixed on the sidewalk in front of him.
Turn around.
As I was getting closer to my home, I could see him slowly starting to embark on my territory.
Embark in my
I
territory.
quickly rushed to my front door and hurried inside. Through my window, I could see him walk past my property. I was thinking to myself,
See,
oh God.
I'm gonna keep it a buck. You see something like that walking towards you, and you decide to reveal your location. Like, you decide, not your location, but where you reside, where you live, where you sleep and lay down and rest your head on a pillow. You decide to do that. Now it knows who you, not necessarily who you are, but now it knows that, okay, maybe this is gonna be my next target, because you just revealed to me where you live. And sweetie, I like you. You look cute. You smell nice. I'm coming for you. Pause.
Hey yo! Hey yo! Pause, nigga! Pause, man!
Please have him keep going.
No, he's gonna turn around and look at you. He gonna
I
turn,
was just about to walk all the way past my front yard
and he stopped.
when he stopped.
Yup. I would have
His
ducked.
body
I would have ducked.
shifted abnormally as he turned to face my home.
I would have. Whoop. I would have. Whoop. You ain't see me. You ain't see me. You ain't see nothing, my boy. You ain't see nothing.
He just stood there, looking, not
Ew.
moving, just standing there. The man bore the horned head of a skeletal goat.
Oh my
His body
gosh,
was pale and looked fragile, and his fingers were thin and bony.
bro.
I thought to myself,
You will never see black people doing this, bro. This is what I'm saying. When you look at horror stories and horror films and horror shit, you will never see a black man with a mask over their head, and you will never see their skin color is black or brown. All right, we're gonna say brown for this. All right, you're not gonna see none of that. All right, it's always the pale folk. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Cancel me.
what does he want? Slowly, he started lifting a quivering arm
I love y'all though. I love y'all. Y'all make good horror stories. I'm not gonna lie to you. I love y'all.
and pointed right at me.
Excuse me?
I started to backpedal into the darkness of my house, when all of a sudden he let out an inhuman screech. That's when I woke up,
Get my knife. I'm getting my
too
knife.
frightened to go back
I got
to
my
bed.
knife.
I turned on the television and saw that the local news for early risers was on. My stomach dropped, and my
Who
body
is Moth,
suddenly
bro?
turned cold
Who is
as I
Moth?
listened to the current news report.
Who is Moth?
The news anchor on the television said, "Breaking news. A woman who lived on Columbia Avenue has been murdered. Local officials say that they received an anonymous phone call from the victim's home. We arrived at the house at around 12:20, and we saw the victim inside and a card which rested next to her." The sheriff held up the card. On the back of it, I could see the image of the horn-headed man.
I'm moving.
The officer started to read. "One down. Slowly I go." He then lifted his head back up His blood started trickling from
What?
his eyes.
What? Why?
I sat there shaking, and I couldn't breathe. Columbia's just 3 blocks away from me. I jumped out of my bed and ran.
I didn't mean to do that. I pressed escape. I didn't mean to do that. But why in the name would you do that? Like, in the name of the Lord, like, you understand that this being, this spiritual being, all right, is probably out to get you. Let me give y'all some pointers. If y'all hear anything outside in the middle of the night, if y'all think y'all might have saw something, you didn't. If you hear anything, you didn't. You ignore, because as soon as you look outside the window, you are now the next target. Let it go. Let it go. If you hear chains, shackles, like chains moving around, any metal sounds, any screaming, let it go. If it doesn't sound human, let it go. If it doesn't sound reasonable, let it go. Do not go to it. Do not look at it.
To my window. Something within me made me want to look outside.
It's there, ain't it?
That's when I saw him.
Oh,
He just stood there,
my.
looking, not moving,
I'm getting my knife.
just looking.
I'm getting my knife.
The horn-headed man. His body pale and fragile, and his fingers thin and bony.
So what happened after? So you're not gonna tell us what happened after? All right, let me tell y'all right now. All right, as a black person, I'm yelling out, "Suck my dick." You gonna take? I'm telling people, if you gonna take me out, I'm gonna make you work for it. If I'm ever kidnapped, if I'm ever in a position where I know I'm going to die, like, I'm gonna make you work for this kill. It's not gonna be like some Call of Duty simple execution style kill. No, you gonna work for it. You gonna sweat. Make me sweat. Make me hotter. You gonna feel it. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. Next. So it is fall. You know, it is fall and Halloween's coming up. Unfortunately, I will not be here for Halloween. I'm traveling. I'm going to Nigeria. So by the time you're watching this, I'm probably in Nigeria. So about 4 hours ahead of y'all. If y'all are in the States, you know, I don't know what to tell y'all. You know, I'm all the way in Nigeria. I'm not going to be here in the States for Halloween. I didn't even go to any haunted houses, which is crazy. I was supposed to go to a Halloween party, but again, by the time that party starts, I'm in Nigeria. So sorry. Anywho, we got IMR Scary Tales. And this is 3 true fall season horror stories animated. And like we do all the damn time, we start with the first story because I learned my lesson with that other damn video, starting with one of the videos in between. That's never happening again. Let's go. What are we doing? We don't need to do all of that, all right? I know I said I'm still, you know, it's bright. It's sunny out right now. I see the clouds. I see the blue skies. Let's still chill, all right? Let's relax. And I don't like
Golden
scarecrows.
hues from the setting sun bathed the fields. The harvested crops left behind remnants, the leftovers of a bountiful season. It was our family tradition to take those remnants and craft a scarecrow, a symbol of protection and gratitude.
She got some boobies.
This one's still good for the scarecrow, Mom?
Yes, dear. That one's too worn for anyone to wear now.
They saggy though.
Hey, that's my shirt.
Why do you think I let you keep it so long, dear?
I think we outdid ourselves this year. This one feels more lifelike.
More than just lifelike. It's like it has energy. Can you feel it?
You're more than strong, aren't you, big guy? We finished.
So why did you keep it up if you're getting such a strange feeling? Are you crazy? I'm already gonna be like, yep, nope, let's tear it back down. Let's tear it back down. We're gonna start over, because if that shit starts moving, we're gonna have some issues. And I'm going to point at the 2 parents that allowed this to happen.
Up, standing back to admire our handiwork.
They really went in with her cake, because you can see everybody got a flat booty, but you know, she got a little lumpy lump.
The scarecrow stood tall, overlooking the fields, its fabric face serene amidst the autumn wind. Moonlight streamed through the gaps in the curtains, casting an ethereal glow in the room. The distant sounds of nature hummed their nightly lullaby, but something felt off. I sat up, drawn to the window by something I couldn't explain. Peering out, I saw the silhouette of our new scarecrow. The wind played tricks, rustling the scarecrow's clothing in a dance that seemed all too deliberate.
Hell no.
It's just the wind. Chill out.
It ain't the wind.
The rustling of the fields grew louder, and I could swear I heard whispers, but my logical side said it was only my imagination.
Dumb.
First night nerves. Happens every year.
Dumb.
The winds grew stronger, carrying a tuneless hum, and as I strained to listen, the whispers became clearer. Give, take, Reap. I slammed the window shut and drew the curtains, diving back under my blanket.
What did I tell y'all before in the previous video? I told y'all to shut up. If you hear something, shut up. If you see something, you didn't. Turn around, close whatever you just close your window, close all that shit, and sit your ass down and go to sleep and pretend you didn't hear nothing. That is the rule. That is the rule that you need to abide by throughout your whole time living on this planet Earth. All right. If you think you heard something, you didn't.
Bright sunlight streamed through the kitchen windows. The smell of bacon and eggs wafted through the air, and the familiar clinking of dishes greeted me as I entered. The scarecrow and last night's whispering fears felt like a dream, distant and almost laughable in the light of day.
I know you hope it was. I know you hope.
Morning, sleepyhead. Took you a while to come down.
Oh, didn't sleep well. Had this weird feeling.
Scarecrow jitters is all. It'll pass.
Emily clenched her jaw as she gave me a knowing glance. Every year, one of us gets the heebie-jeebies. It's a rite of passage.
It's just your mind playing tricks, sweetie.
No, it's
My
not.
plate was loaded with breakfast.
That's not
but
funny.
my appetite had waned. The vividness of last night's events seemed silly now, but a part of me still held on to that eerie feeling. Do you think it looks different from yesterday? Different? Son, it's just straw.
Yo, his chin is crazy. I'm just now peeping at. Oh my gosh, you better pray to Lord that little lumpy lump that you got right there, that little loop, that little hoopty loop, does not turn into some mega chin. That is crazy. And you don't even got no facial hair to cover that up. My boy, you better hope that you got your mom's jeans in you.
On clothes. We laughed it off, but the unease lingered. As I headed out to start my chores, I couldn't help but glance at the scarecrow one more time. Guess I'll have to keep an eye on you, won't I? The sun was high as Emily and I were doing our usual rounds, checking on the livestock.
Hey, Jake, have you noticed some of the chickens missing?
Now that you mention it, I haven't seen Mrs. Potts' brood.
I counted them this morning. We're short by 3.
Could be foxes. They've been a problem before.
Yeah, but I saw the scarecrow earlier when the sun was just coming up. It looked... I don't know.
I felt a chill run down my spine. The memory of the scarecrow's altered stance from the morning flashed in my mind. Looked what?
I don't know. It looked more filled out today.
We both stared at the scarecrow from a distance,
I'm taking it
a
down.
sense of dread building. It was hard to shake off the feeling that there was something malevolent about it. We should tell Dad.
Let's finish up here first.
You heard?
And Jake, let's stick together, okay?
I nodded,
Yup.
feeling a sense of gratitude
Let's-
for my sister's company.
Let's sleep in the
The
same room.
sun began to dip below the horizon, casting the farm in a warm golden hue. Emily and I approached Dad about our concerns. We found him on the porch, fixing a broken step, tools spread around him.
How's that
Dad,
fixing?
we need to talk. What's going on?
He's not even fixing the
It's
step
about
by
the
doing that.
scarecrow.
He's actually making it worse. Does he not understand what he's doing? You know what?
We think it's taking
He's
the...
not gonna believe y'all. Like, I hope you understand. Like, he just said what he said in the morning, and it's not gonna change his mind. You don't understand that. Y'all gotta fight for yourselves. I would have took that scarecrow down. I would have beat the shit out of him.
animals.
Again with the scarecrow? Did you two have some bad milk? No, Dad, we're serious. Chickens have gone missing, and the scarecrow looks different. Bigger, bulkier. I've seen plenty of scarecrows in my time. They weather, they sag. Sometimes they puff up when it rains.
But it
It
hasn't
didn't rain. Yo!
rained, Dad. And what about the animals? The chickens?
Look, get your mother. We'll go out there now and figure it out together. The darkness was pierced only by the beam of our flashlights. Emily, Mom, Dad, and I ventured out together toward the scarecrow.
Why at night? What's wrong with y'all?
Look, over there. Are those feathers?
Following the trail of scattered feathers led us to one of our missing chickens, or at least parts of it. Damn foxes. Foxes. Are you sure?
We need to go back. This isn't right. Wait, we need to check the scarecrow.
Approaching the scarecrow, the air grew colder. The thing that once stood as a protector of our crops now felt hostile. As our flashlight beams hit it, there was an audible gasp. The scarecrow was no longer just straw and clothes. It had taken on a grotesque fleshy form.
Oh, hell.
Feathers peeked out from its body, and what looked like a chicken's foot dangled from its arm.
Start poking it, start stabbing it.
Absorbing them. We need to get rid of it. Burn it, now. The grim realization hung in the air. Our creation...
That means, I don't think I understand what that means. That means it was able to get up and move. So you're talking about we need to go burn it. My boy, you better do that now. Y'all better not turn around and walk back and get the tools. Y'all better pick that up, suplex it, stone RKO it, do what you gotta do, rip the head off. That's crazy. That's insane.
Was turning into something evil. We needed to act. Fast.
Exactly.
Our farm.
But the thing is, y'all already said that in the beginning and y'all didn't act on it. So whatever happens to y'all, honestly, you deserve it because you're so stupid.
Had turned into a battlefield, and we were preparing for a confrontation we'd never imagined.
Look at
we
it
stood
breathe,
in a
bro.
circle around the scarecrow.
Yo, why does she have the gun? What are you doing? Why does she got the gun? She ready to pop this dude's head off. And all y'all over here looking crazy and scared. Besides you, you're looking like you really about the business a little bit. But surely really about to take this dude's head off.
Silhouette even more distorted in the silvery glow.
I never thought I'd see the day when I'd point this at a scarecrow.
Neither did I. He began, pouring gasoline over the scarecrow, his hands steady despite the tension.
Look at its hand!
An unholy screech echoed through the night. The scarecrow began thrashing violently, its limbs flailing, feathers and straw flying in every direction. The transformation was almost complete.
Bro, shoot
its
it!
eyes, once vacant, were now full, glowing with malevolent intent.
Daddy!
Without hesitation,
Daddy's not there to help you no more. Yo, y'all.
Dad threw a lit match onto the scarecrow. Flames instantly consumed it, illuminating...
Okay, maybe Daddy is there to help you, but like you can't over there be yelling out Daddy when your mother's the one who got the gun that can really put action to that freaking scarecrow. Come on now. I would have been like, Mother, now.
The field with a fiery glow. The scarecrow's movements became more desperate, its screeches louder.
Mommy!
We retreated a few steps, watching as the creature was consumed.
With the gun!
Then, as suddenly as it started, the thrashing stopped. The scarecrow, now a fiery effigy, collapsed in on itself, turning to ash.
Is it over? I hope so.
It's done.
Was she crying?
As the fire continued to burn, we stood close, watching for any sign of unnatural movement. Next year, maybe we should just go with a plastic owl.
Yeah, definitely just a plastic owl. Again, y'all already felt the disturbance in the air when you first created the scarecrow, but yet you decided to keep it and ignore all the troubling signs. But hey, y'all like to be adventurous. Y'all like to be spooky, you know. To mind you, I don't got nothing in front of my house. Ain't no decorations of Halloween foolishness in front of my house. I'm gonna let you know that. I don't know if I'm ever gonna do that in my life. Christmas though, yeah, best believe I'm putting a lot of stuff up. My family don't really do that as much, but my own crib, yeah, just know Christmas is gonna be some festive year for us. That's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be crazy. Anywho, next, and now we're on our last video. And I wanted to keep it with just stories like the previous videos because it's daytime and I like to keep these type of videos late at night. But I was like, now I'm gonna throw this in there. Let me throw this in there real quick. So this is CGI. This is CG Meetup, and it's CGI 3D animation short film HD horror by Riff and Alternate Studio. Hopefully I don't get copyright. If I do, then I'm just gonna delete it and re-upload it. So. Hey man, hey, we're living a risky ass life right now, man. I don't know what to tell you. I really do not know what to tell you. So without further ado, click. I don't hear anything. Oh, I'm gonna shut up. Sorry. This music is hella creepy right now. I don't even know what's going on. Attack on Titan? Attack on Titan. Those are abnormals. Attack on Titan. Oh! Shit! Why are you showing that to your daughter? Why are you showing that to her? Why are you showing that to your daughter at night, especially during a thunderstorm? Are you crazy? Attention to detail is crazy. This is great. This is great work. I really hope I don't get copyrighted. Oh, your mom getting beat the f up. Your mom is getting what? Oh, this is a point of view? Oh, I like that. They're doing a whole POV with the camera. Your mom is getting beat up. Your mom is getting beat up. So you better start walking down them stairs slowly and very quietly, because you're making a lot of noise right now. Oh! Oh! Ain't this supposed to be horror? Abuse? What's going on here? Damn! 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 Oh! Oh! What in the world? Whoa! Your mom said just stick your ass up and stay. You're supposed to stay there. Oh Lord! Oh lmao. Run! Pray. Oh, bitch! Bitch! F off me. Get under the bed. Get under the bed. Get under the bed. What else? Are we not done? Are we not done? Have you not been satisfied? Have you not been entertained? And I'm so happy that I made that the last video. So was she like always a monster then? Like, what was the storyline? Like, was she giving her a story of what they did to other people? And that's why she was showing her that? To make her realize, like, who she really is? Like, what the freak? I don't even know what to think from that, bro. That is so crazy. She told you to stick your ass upstairs, and you decided to go downstairs, and then she showed you who they really are. Who you really are. A beast. A titan. Damn. If you enjoyed the video, like, comment, and subscribe. For more. There's always gonna be more, regardless, to be honest with you. There's always gonna be more. Yeah, that was crazy. I think that was my favorite. That was definitely my favorite 3D animated film so far, next to the Lucky Charm video. They're kind of like neck and neck, but I like this one more. This one was a little like straight to the point and constant scares. Like, my heart was beating. So after that happened, my heart was just beating non-stop. Like, there was no chill. There was no chill pill, nothing at all. The stories, I think my favorite story out of the ones that we just watched was, I kind of want to say the Scarecrow, but a part of me truly did enjoy the, not the sleep paralysis one, but the goat head. I like that one. I did like that one out of the series, the videos that we just watched. So yeah, well, I hope you guys have a wonderful night, a wonderful morning, wonderful afternoon. I don't know, go outside, touch some grass, eat some good food, go work out, you know, stay positive. And like always, thank y'all for watching. I'm gonna catch y'all next time. Captain Isle out. Peace. Gotta come on. There you go.